Walmart stock down about 5% today. Reverberations again from the disclosure of a probe, a bribery probe in Mexico. To tell us about that one, Miguel Bustillo is here. Good morning, Miguel. How are you?
I'm okay. Been a long weekend already.
Yeah, I'll bet, right? So bring us up to date on this Walmart probe. What are the details of it? What do we know right now?
Well, just to back up a little bit, what happened is that in December, Walmart disclosed in an SEC filing that uh, it was looking into an alleged violation of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which is a bribery statute. It didn't say where the problem was, didn't say anything. Then over the weekend, the New York Times basically had a big, long investigative article, which appears to be informed by internal documents, which showed that, in fact, I think the article, this had been going on since 2005. They had heard it since then. And that forced Walmart to kind of be a little bit more forthcoming about the fact that this probe that it had disclosed was in Mexico, and that, it appeared to be a pretty serious matter.
Miguel, this is Steve Wisniewski. Obviously, the Walmart shares are being hit hard this morning, down about 5%. Walmart de Mexico, which is one of the company's most important international units, its shares are also down quite a bit, I think more than 10%. What was the responsibility that Walmart had to disclose the investigation? In 2005, when senior executives were first made aware of the apparent improprieties, were they under any obligation to let people know about the investigation? And then when they found out more internally about the investigation, were they under obligation to do so?
Well, as we noted in the article this morning, there is no obligation per se under the law, the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, to self-disclose a problem. So they don't have to tell the government about a problem. However, the government does expect that if they learn of a problem like this, that a company like Walmart is going to take steps or will have taken steps to, quote unquote, remediate the problem. And I think one of the real issues for Walmart here is not only that they didn't self-disclose for, over 5 years after learning of the problem, but that it doesn't appear that they did anything about it for 5 years. From the legal experts that I spoke with, that's where Walmart is going to really face some risk here legally.
Miguel, do we have any idea what kind of advantage how widespread this was, and what kind of an advantage they gained from it?
Well, one of the it's a very important question, and we don't know right now, but the allegations center around essentially zoning permits for new stores. And so you're talking about really the heart of the operation there in Mexico. They were opening, hundreds of stores during the period in question. And if those new store openings are going to be tainted by a bribery scandal, that could have a serious impact on the fines that are surface as a result of this. If the government basically determines that they gained a great competitive advantage through illegal activity. Some legal experts I spoke with even thought that the SEC could attempt to force Walmart to disgorge profits, depending on what ultimately comes out of this. So it's a pretty serious fundamental aspect of the business in Mexico.
Now, Miguel, some of the current executives, including the CEO, Mike Duke, had a role in the international operations of Walmart at the time. In fact, the current CEO was head of Walmart International when these allegations first surfaced.
That's right.
What do you suppose the implications could be for him?
Well, it really remains to be seen in the sense of, as this attorney told me yesterday, this is kind of the classic what did you know and when did you know it type of investigative situation. People will want to know what Mike Duke knew, when he knew it, and what he and Lee Scott, who was the CEO at the time, and other executives at Walmart did about it. Although they appear not to have been in any way involved in the bribery itself, it does appear that they heard about it based on the Times report, which the company hasn't refuted, and therefore I think that they may face some liability here, not perhaps criminal liability, but the SEC may be concerned, from what I understand, about whether they exercise financial controls, essentially, in dealing with this problem.
Just very quickly, are they being investigated by Mexican authorities as well?
We don't know that right now at all. All Walmart has said is that it's self-disclosed to U.S. and Mexican authorities, and we have no idea what Mexico is doing about this, if anything, at the moment.
All right, let's leave it there, Miguel. Thank you very much.